Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We're about at almost the midway point. So let's kick things off with Venom War Carnage, number 3. Where we left off, Carnage discovered that the Eddie Brock he was talking to in the Alchemax offices was in fact Meridius, and proceeded to attack him. And Meridius whooped his ass. But, so the issue opens with Carnage asking it, didn't he kill Meridius back in the garden? And Meridius explains that while Carnage's appearance in the garden ripped him to pieces and sent him back to the beginning of time. But that did not, in fact, kill him. So, obviously, Carnage makes another attempt and is thoroughly beaten, and in fact, Meridius pulls Carnage's head off him, and basically makes Carnage an offer to become allies. And he also explains how he's come to this point. With taking the mind of old man Dylan and seeing the end for that timeline, which was half machine, half symbiote creatures. But and also and how he eventually started the K project. And Meridius says this whole thing that you'd think that when humans saw the plan, once they saw the potential for the enslavement and destruction of free will, that humanity would refuse. But they only saw a product line, an investment opportunity. He had a sales pitch, but Meridius didn't need it. Humanity will happily contribute to their own obsolescence as long as it gets to make some money in the process. But Cletus and Carnage are not exactly in agreement here. However, when it does come down to is they are in agreement to try and destroy Meridius. So you get a fight between them, and Carnage gets submerged in cave substance, and as they part, Carnage attacks Meridius though with the with All Blood, the Necro Spear, and he tells Meridius to remember that Carnage let him live. And so, later, Carnage is out of is walking along the street. Sees a couple in an alleyway and slaughters them. But Cletus separates from Carnage. And apparently, Cletus has been restored to life and does not need a symbiote. And so Cletus leaves and tells Carnage that Carnage needs Cletus more than Cletus needs Carnage. But Carnage still has the vial of the K substance, and Carnage simply states that, well, to himself basically, that the war is coming no matter what, and there is the promise of more carnage. And that is where the series ends. The plot thread with Carnage will be continued in the pages of Venom War, at least number 4, presumably also number 5. So, but moving on though to our next book, we've got Venom War: Lethal Protectors, number 2. Where we left off, the Wild Pack had utilized symbiote failsafes to take on the zombiotes. The issue opens, however, in the past, somewhat. The last mission that Dominic Fortune and Silver Sable undertook together, that is. But Fortune wishes to for them to run away together, but Sable doesn't. Apparently, Meridius is also whispering in Silver Sable's ear that she should have stayed. In the present, Sable has been exposed to a symbiote and seemingly agony, I believe. They have a potential weapon to use against the zombiotes. But Puma's managed to scout them the path. But they've apparently, they're being followed by Scorpion. Scorpion tells them that nowhere is safe anymore, and the zombiotes get him. The symbiotic wild pack takes on the zombiotes as well, and the containment tank that the wild pack's been carrying is breached, unleashing a massive sonic assault, revealing that the inhabitant of the containment tank is none other than Shriek. And so she pretty much immediately turns against the Wild Pack. And is probably taken down. But on the Mississippi Queen, a safe haven in the apocalypse for the wealthy, home of Dominic Fortune. He's making moves to basically ensure that everyone that he continues to make money. But Silver comes to see him, and but there's a ploy to take over the Mississippi Queen. Presumably with her sonic weapon, Shriek, and potentially finish out their contract from Alchemax. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. And very interesting. It's just kind of a, the footnote in the story, in the overall Venom War story, but overall, so far, a decent series. Moving on though to our last book for the moment, we've got Incredible Hulk number 18, one issue away from Legacy issue 800. So where we left off, the Hulk had made a deal with Eldest for the Charlie Tidwell to be restored to, well, flesh and blood. However, Banner basically said, "Hey, don't take the deal. That Eldest wants you." So the issue opens. Charlie is seemingly back to being flesh and blood, though the burn scars on her face are gone, and she's being kept, however, in somewhere in Vegas by some of the monsters that Eldest are in Eldest's thrall. Meanwhile, Hulk is chained up elsewhere below Las Vegas, and being taunted by Eldest. Charlie tries to break out of where she is, and Banner is further attempting to break free. Young girl shows up. Wanting the Hulk's help, but apparently Eldest and her followers turned the girl's best friend into a monster, or killed her best friend and turned the girl into a monster. And she offers help Hulk break out. If well, Hulk will kill all the monsters for her. But Hulk eventually manages to seemingly at least break free, temporarily at least. And the girl from earlier helps Charlie break out. Charlie trying to find the Hulk, help him. Though Katie, the girl helping her, bitch says, "Hey, you were dead. Now you're alive. So take the win." But some of the monsters that in Eldest Thrall are coming after them, wanting to seemingly take Katie and Charlie's skins. Charlie makes a run for it. But still being tracked, but manages to hide under a throne with what seems to just be the skin of a impulsive furred creature as a rug over it, below the throne. And well, that throne, the rug might be not as dead as one might think. And that is where the issue ends. Next issue is going to be a hell of an issue. I at least imagine so, because, well, yeah, it's the 800th issue, so it's a milestone issue. You gotta make it, make it good, right? Anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Breadman as a Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.